So, Anthony, just let me know when you've started recording. Okay. Okay. So anybody that's not talking right now, if you can go on mute, and I'll go ahead and get started. We are recording, and we'll start chatting about what we. So this is a weekly call that we have had going for the Happy Oilers team. Anthony, is there a way that I can mute other people?
Oh, creo que está bien. Sí, está bien.
Okay, so we have had this call going on for a little bit for the Happy Oilers team. We usually post it in the page, but occasionally it does get buried, and a couple people weren't aware of it. And we have a new format that's going on for the next 12 weeks. Hopefully you guys got to see my live post that I posted in the page today. And I'm not going to recap all of that, but the goal of this really is to, number one, for all of the people that have not yet gone through Vital 180, which is our training system that tells you step by step how to share and how to be able to get this to make income, to give you a format that you can go through that. And for the individuals that have gone through it, we do have some people that are senior star, executive, and silver that'll be on the call for you to be able to use that to train other people so that they can go through that. The beauty of the Mastermind format, this is something that is corporate driven, and usually in the United States, you have to be a silver and above to have a mastermind. However, in the Spanish-speaking part of the United States, you can be at any rank. And so I was privileged to be a part of that because I was unable to join any of the silver ones in the past because they never fit my schedule. So one of the really important things is for everyone to make sure that they get this on their calendar, try to be as regular as possible, and share the information with your team. And how we're going to do this is, again, use the Vital 180 format, but we want everybody to come up with other ideas, things that have worked better with them when it comes to scripts, books, videos that they've seen of how to share, videos that they've seen of how to have a good class. So it really is, in the true sense of the word, a mastermind where you can talk with other people on the team that may have a more similar personality with you than perhaps maybe your upline or the people that live in your state, or share challenges and get other ideas, just a huge brainstorming. So that's my little introduction. Any questions or concerns from anyone? And of course, you can take yourself off mute for the second if you're going to ask a question. Okay, there's not any questions. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to share what the format is, and then everybody's going to introduce themselves and let me know what they want to get out of this. Where did my Zoom just go? Sorry, guys, I'm looking. Okay, where did my Zoom just go? There we go. Minimize video.
Hello. I think I'm on. Not sure.
Hi, Julie.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I'll mute though.
Okay. I'm pulling up the schedule right now. If you want to just talk about what you've enjoyed about past masterminds, I was just sharing a little bit about what it's supposed to be. If you want to just give us a little 2 minutes, Julie, on that.
Well, I don't know, your mastermind and my mastermind might have been different, but we really just got together. Each week we had a specific thing that we were going to cover, whether it was, I don't know, it's similar to the list that you have posted, where one person would get together the week's worth of stuff. She'd talk for maybe 10 minutes, and then she open it up to the floor, and everybody gave tidbits about how to work on that, what worked for them. Uh, you know, the week before we always had something to do, and they would bring that up and say, how did that work for you? What did you do different? It was just very, very helpful. I loved it. And I've done a couple different masterminds in the silver groups. And you get to meet, it's all cross-line. So you get to meet some really great people who are, doing it in every different way. There's moms with kids who are doing it a little slower. There's moms with kids that are flying through it. And then there are just single people. There's all kinds of people that you're getting ideas from and how to do it. And I just loved it for that reason. Get to know those people, and then you see them out at the convention, get to meet them again. I've stayed friends with all of them.
All right. Sounds good. So what I have up now, can everybody see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So this is the schedule. So as we were promoting this past week, the goal was for everyone to get through the Getting Started training, and or if you've already done that, encourage one of your downline members to do that. And so as I was reviewing the Getting Started training, one of the reasons why that in particular is important is one of the very first videos that it has is a really good video that we should keep in our toolbox when someone asks us about Young Living. If they just want like a little 5-minute bibbit, you can find that video actually on YouTube and use that to get with them. Some of the other things that were very clear in the Getting Started training, actually I should probably pull that up. I'll probably pull that up in a minute on Vital 180, is it was just getting you used to the actual virtual office and the tools that are in the virtual office. A lot of times we're not really familiar with all the things that we have in the virtual office, like the blog. A lot of times people are looking for recipes and do-it-yourself stuff, and that appears regularly in the blog. So that's another good thing for the Getting Started training. So hopefully everyone has gotten through that. And if you haven't gotten through that, then that would be your goal, to get through that within the next couple of days. And so beyond that, what the assignment was for everyone to just come up with a little intro and let us know what your favorite thing about Young Living is and what your goal is for this mastermind. So again, as you can see with the schedule here, it's going to go 12 weeks. So we'll start with some of the more seasoned leaders here. And then, so if you didn't know about the homework, if you can start thinking about it as you hear what people are speaking about, and then get in your head what your goal would be, where you see yourself in the next 12 weeks. Okay, so Dana, Anthony, you guys want to go first and let us know like how long you've been with Young Living, what's your favorite thing about Young Living, and what your goal is for this mastermind.
Okay, I'm unmuted now. So I'll go ahead and start. Dana and I have been with Young Living almost 3 years now in May. And so we are executives, and we love everybody on our team. I know for me personally, one of the things that I'm looking to get out of this is how to duplicate a little bit better, so as to help our team to be able to advance in rank, to assist them as much as possible in reaching silver. So we have some people that are doing excellent, and we just came from an event today for one of our team members, but we want to see other Danas and Anthony's on our team. So that's my goal, is I want to be able to be more duplicatable.
Okay, thank you for that. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell everyone what my goal is. So I am Tashina Gonzalez. I have been with Young Living 3 years as of last month. So I am currently a silver, and I've been at silver for a while. So my goal really is to help my team, like more than anything. I want to go to convention with 2 silvers on my team and a couple more executives on my team, and have a solid team. And my goal would to be at least by the end of May, 30,000 OGV. So that's my goal over the next 12 weeks. And now I am going to just go down the line, and I think it might just be in alphabetical order. So I'm just going to call out somebody's name, and if you can unmute yourself and again tell us. Oh, and what I love about Young Living is just I get to help and bless people. I mean, I've been having so much fun with these spa parties. Like, it's ridiculous. It's so easy. It's, sometimes we do 15 minutes of education. Sometimes we don't even do that. And it's just easy. Like, people love the stress away. They love just playing with the oils. Like, just get out there and bless people with like relaxation and happiness and do it yourself facials. Like, it's just super easy. So that's what I love about Young Living. It's just one other avenue to just bless people with. So, all right. So the first name that I see as I'm going down the road is Andrea. So Andrea, if you could tell us how long you've been with Young Living, what you love about it, and what you would like to get out of this.
Well, May last year is when I got my kit. What I love is everything that Young Living products can do for us. I just want to share that with everybody. But the potential for being able to change careers, and I love what I do for a living. Don't get me wrong, I love what I do for a living, but because of my health issues, it's becoming more and more difficult to support my family and get enough sleep and everything necessary to support my health. So the potential to be able to retire out of my current career into Young Living is my ultimate goal. And what was the other thing, Tashina, you wanted?
So that's good, your ultimate goal. But so we're going to do this for 12 weeks. We're going to go from 0 to executive training. What do you think your concrete goal should be by the end of this 12 weeks?
By the end of the 12 weeks, I definitely feel that I need some more concrete training, exactly that. One that I don't have problems speaking in front of people, but I need to know what I'm talking about. And if I could sell ice cubes to Eskimos, I mean, I have no problem, but I feel like I don't know enough of what I should be saying and to make sure it's compliant, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, so that I can take the next steps necessary. So I'm really looking forward to going through this process with everybody and coming away with it feeling fully equipped and ready to take the steps. I'm hoping to take steps along the way, but in the end, where I can make a big difference in how I've been handling things.
Okay. I want you to still try to think about a rank, because your ultimate goal, and it'll probably break this down as we go through it too, but your ultimate goal is really far out there, and that can be a little bit daunting, right? Like, it's a 4-5 year goal to retire from a job. So what we want to do in our head is break that down into smaller pieces. What are we going to do per year? What are we going to do per 3 months? So try to think about if it's based on your situation. If it's only get to star by the end of 12 weeks, then that's fine. It's get to star. If it's senior star, whatever works for your situation. But our goals, which we'll talk about, are supposed to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timed. So we want to, in that 12 weeks, make sure we have a goal that's clear that we can measure. So having enough information really isn't a measurable goal. So just think about what you don't have to share it later, but just think about what you can write down for a measurable goal.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, Kim.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Wonderful.
Good. Kim Washington, and I just love the oils. I think I started in July. I do. I think I started in July. I think I got my kit in May of 2017, and then I started sharing in July. So I've been sharing since July. I love the oils, and I love the idea of living healthier. especially eliminating things with toxins in them. And so that's my goal of being trained and educated, so that I can live a healthier life and then be able to share that with others. Where do I see myself as being? That was a good question. This is my first time on here. So you said think of something that's attainable, maybe an executive. I will put that out there.
Okay. Wonderful. And that's really what the training, and again, I understand that there's people with health issues, there's people that have multiple jobs, so you may not be able to implement everything at the same rate as another person. But if you put everything in practice, when we do go through this, you should be able to go from kit to executive within this time period. And that's our goal, to get as many executives out of here, get as many people, getting $500 a month into their homes by the time we're done.
I'm going to watch and try to be encouraged by what everybody does. But it's a lot of, I'm not a Facebook person. That's why I'm always asking you guys how to do this, how to do that. I really don't know. When I ask, I really don't know. I have never been on Facebook until Julie made me get on Facebook because of Young Living. I've never, ever been on Facebook. And so when I ask a question, I truly am. You can't say, go to this site. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, and that has nothing to do with success. There's
okay.
So many people, this company has existed way before Facebook. But I got to move on because I got to get through the rest of the people, and we got 10 minutes left. So Shakita, can you let us know how long you've been with Young Living and what is your goal by the next 12 weeks?
Hi, everyone. My name is Shakita Wimberly, and I just joined Young Living about 2 months ago. And my goal would be to get executive. That's why I'm on this Mastermind, and just to learn and get as much information as I can so that I can hit executive and grow with Young Living as much as I can.
And what's your favorite thing about Young Living right now?
My favorite thing right now is just I'm new, so it's just the newness. It's like the honeymoon phase. So like I'm on a honeymoon with Young Living right now, just learning about all the oils and using them and integrating them into my everyday life.
All right, Kate, you want to let us know how long you've been with Young Living and your favorite thing and what your goal is by the end of the Mastermind?
Yeah, I'm Kate Bergen, and I actually started using Young Living products more than 10 years ago. So I've loved the products all this time, but I didn't actually buy a kit until about 2 years ago, and just using it personally, not really sharing. So I've actually been sharing with Young Living since October or November of last year. I'm currently a senior star, so my goal for this is I'm really close to executive, so I want to be very close to silver by the end of this 12 weeks. I really want to hit silver by convention. So I'm mostly excited for the Mastermind to get strategies that feel good for me, talk with people that are more my personality type, so something that really resonates with me. But yeah, so I want to be, if not to silver by the end of the Mastermind, at least really close.
You're going to be silver. You're one of my 2 silvers that I declared was going to be convention. And then Shakita's one of my executives, and I got to find another executive. All right, thank you for sharing. I think a couple of the other people actually hopped off. Is there anyone that I'm missing that needs to share still? Okay, so if there is no one else, I will go into what our assignments would be for the next week. Oh wait, let me share my screen again. All right, so for the next week, so again, if you're on here and you have not yet done the Getting Started training, be sure to get that done and make sure that you share with someone else on your team to get it done, and invite them to this call, because this is about leverage and making sure we can get this information to as many people on the team as possible. And then we're going to complete the live, believe, and the first section of the share portion of Starve and the Vital 180 training. And I will send this to everyone so that under that first section, it talks about the sharing guide, the Vital Life guide, the welcome guide, and how to share your premium starter kit. And if you can get through at least one of the reading materials, so I think there's 4 reading materials that are suggested. If you've already gone through that, hopefully you've purchased it, or if you may be able to find it as an audiobook on YouTube as well and not have to purchase it if you don't have it currently. And then if you actually have a better reading material or tool that you like that's comparable, then please be ready to share that as well. And then we'll just all as a group discuss why these type of tools are important to the business and what we've learned from them. All right. So that's really all that I have. I don't know, any of the leaders want any closing comments or anything you guys want to share or add?
Gina, I'd like to mention something really quickly. So with the mastermind call, it can be a little bit of an intense session, but just realize that you're going to get out of this what you put into it. So for 12 weeks, if you can, make some type of sacrifice to be on the call and complete and do the assignments, because I don't want anybody to feel like after 12 weeks that it didn't work, especially if you've applied yourself. So make a commitment. We heard people who want to reach certain ranks by a certain day. And so just commit to it for a short amount of time, consistent with being on the call and doing the assignments so that you guys can benefit from it.
I want to say something if I can, because I really thought this was going to be a little different. I'm happy to learn about everybody, but we went through the introduction, didn't we? Wasn't that our assignment to go through the, I can't think, I'm in a car, the beginning parts of the B2NL? And yep. There's a, it's not even a video. It's kind of like slides that I thought was so interesting. I've never seen it before. And if anybody has time or will make time to go through it, the info in there is wonderful about the farms. It shows each farm, North America, Australia, Europe farms, Croatia farms, but it tells you, if you click on those links, it tells you exactly, it just gives you a lot of really good information about those farms and what is grown on those farms. Mona Farm is the first farm Gary ever had. I mean, I learned so much history in there that if you don't have time to read the big Gary Young book that everybody has, that right there will tell you so much history. I don't know. I just thought it was really good. And it's right there in that intro part. I have all these little notes that I had made because I went through all that stuff today so that I'd be ready for tonight. There's great little tidbits in, and then learning about who our leaders are. You know, Gary Young, Mary Young, Jared Turner. It's good to know that kind of stuff. I didn't know that for over 3 years, who our upline, who our leaders of the company are. And that's a good thing to know and what they do. I can't think of the girl right off who does, and then Book, the science guy. It's just good to know those things, and you can read about them and know who they are in that intro if you haven't had a chance to do it.
Yep. Anyway, and the future ones too. I mean, that's definitely what we're going to do. I think there's just a few people that maybe didn't get to go through that, and we're going to need to get a different Zoom line because this is the free one with only 30 minutes, and we're about to get cut off. So if either we can grab your line or Leah's line for the future one, then we'll have an hour and we'll have more time to share. Oh, you went back on mute, Julie. Julie, you went back on mute. I can't hear you.
I do have a line, but I don't even know how to give it to you. I don't know what it is, but I did buy a line like last year. So
All right. Well, our time is up, so we're going to have to close this call, and we appreciate everybody being on here, but we'll figure out the logistics of that. And again, it is a sacrifice, and the next call